the big Oblivion remake supposedly dropping this month. Your thoughts?
My thoughts on it, I find it interesting. I think it does well. The idea that they're shadow dropping it is also interesting to me because it seems like something you would maybe market a little bit more. But I think that there's a couple of things happening here. For one, Xbox, they're dumping a lot of games out first half of this year. Of course, we're going to have Doom in the first half. South of Midnight already came out. Even Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is launching on Game Pass. It's not exclusive, but it is part of their Game Pass lineup. And allegedly, they have this Oblivion remake that they're talking about shadow dropping at some point in April. And you got to give pause and be like, why are they doing that now? You know, why not wait until late summer, like August timeframe, into the fall? The obvious one is like GTA 6. I think Fable originally was going to slide into that like slit in the lineup, but that of course got delayed. So now they're like big title, which would have been Fable for the fall, is just not there. So they've kind of pivoted, and now their focus is going to be on the Outer Worlds 2, which they just announced is getting its own sort of Starfield Direct. You remember Starfield, they had this for that game too, where they had the Xbox showcase, and then they did 40-50 minutes just on Starfield. They last year I think did it for Call of Duty. Now they're doing it for the Outer Worlds 2 this summer, which I think is good. So this pretty clearly is going to take that slot now. But again, I think more than anything, it's a reflection of the GTA 6 approach or effect. Nobody wants to be close to it. And so if you can get all your games out in the first half of the year, they'll stand a chance. I know some people have been like, oh, maybe they have another secret announcement. Maybe they have something else. Well, they should have another expansion for Starfield a year later, but they should, in theory. And beyond that, like, I don't really know what else they'd be swinging. Of course, you got to now factor in they have Call of Duty. Like Call of Duty, one of the biggest releases every year, is now an Xbox game, so that's part of their lineup. Gears, if it doesn't get delayed, that's the thing. I would have thought that this would have been for Gears. Seems like that would be more of the like big centerpiece game that they would showcase a lot. I would feel like, I don't know. I'm thinking delays are likely at this point, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I think if it were coming like November or October or something, they would have done this showcase for Gears of War. But who knows? Maybe Outer Worlds 2 is like way bigger and more ambitious than we thought. Who knows? But it is interesting that is the focus. Beyond that, yeah, what I kind of lost track of where I was going. The big Oblivion remake, just in general. I have a feeling that's going to be a much smaller project than I think people are expecting. The fact that they want to shadow drop it is surprising to me. I think it'll look good in screenshots and stuff, but it's in Unreal Engine. I don't think they're going to have the same like physics stuff in it. I don't think they're going to have a lot of the same, like, of course, AI behaviors. It's all being rebuilt for this. So I think like either it plays way, way, way better than the original, which I think would be surprising, but maybe, or it's just going to feel like kind of a soulless reskin of a game that you played ages ago, and it won't kind of scratch that same nostalgic itch. I don't know. I'm optimistic about it. I'd like to see it be successful. It's from Virtuos, I think is the studio. Yeah, I believe these are the guys making it. It's been rumored. And they mainly do co-development on games. So you can see like they touch a little bit of everything. Like even Cyberpunk, some of those ports, they helped on those. Leapfrog, Kart Racing, Supercharge. Bubble Safari. LA Noire, they did help on that. Horizon Zero Dawn, they helped on that. Yeah, all of these Switch ports, okay. PUBG Battlegrounds on Stadia specifically, they helped on that. So like they've done a lot of helping and like support work for all sorts of different studios. They did the remaster for Outer Worlds. Yeah, one of the biggest things people complained about, the remake's initial reviews were largely focused on performance issues such as stuttering. So we'll see. You can see they also co-directed or co-developed an update for Cyberpunk as well. So it's a huge studio. They have 4,200 employees, and you probably have never heard of them. But I think this is just because they're a massive support studio that generally stays in the background. But allegedly they're like the main guys working on this remake. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm optimistic though.